Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, students of class 9th. Hope all of you are fine. Students, previous lecture में हमने प्रॉब्लम्स रिलेटेड टू मेल न्यूट्रिशन पढ़ा था, जिसमें के प्रोटीन डेफिशिएंसी डिजीज़ पढ़ा था लाइक क्वाशियोकोर एंड मरासमस. Today we will study the mineral deficiency diseases. Mineral deficiency, as the name indicate, is caused by the deficiency of minerals. Now, the deficiency of minerals causes two common type of problems in human beings, which is goiter and anemia. Goiter is a condition which is caused by the insufficient amount of the iodine. Iodine is utilized by the thyroid gland in our neck. This thyroid gland, when utilizes iodine, it produces thyroxine hormone. This hormone controls the normal body functioning and growth. When there is insufficient supply of iodine in the body, then the thyroid glands becomes large in size, which causes swelling in neck, and this swelling neck is known as goiter. Anemia, as the name indicates, is the lack of blood, and this lack of blood is caused by the deficiency of iron in the body. Iron, which is a central part of the hemoglobin in the body, and if the body gets insufficient amount of iron, then the hemoglobin molecules are not formed in the body, and as a result, functioning of the blood get disturbed. Which is the functioning of the blood, students? That is the transport of the oxygen, and moreover the person become weak also. Now the third type of malnutrition is the over intake of nutrients. That is, the body gets more nutrients as compared to its requirement. Maybe the body is getting the normal required nutrient, but it is not utilizing due to the lifestyle. That is, the person is sitting or not working properly, or is not engaged in the daily physical activity. In both cases, there is the over intake of the nutrient. That is, person getting more nutrients, or either it is not utilizing these nutrients. Over intake of the nutrients causes many health problems. For example, when we take more than the body demand of a person, carbohydrate and fats, that lead to the obesity, that is the overweight, diabetes, that is the high sugar level, and some cardiovascular problems also. Similarly, over intake of vitamin A causes loss of appetite and liver problem, and the excess intake of over intake of vitamin D leads to the deposition of calcium in. Now we will study the effects of all these three malnutrition. When all these three above studied malnutrition persists for the long period of time, it causes starvation, heart diseases, constipation, and obesity. Starvation is the reduction in intake of nutrients and energy intake, and it destroys the vital organs and eventually results in death. That is, the under intake of nutrients which persist for the long period of time destroys the vital organs like liver, kidney, and heart problems, and causes the death of the person. Now the heart diseases, this is the over intake of carbohydrates and fat, and due to the unbalanced diet causes many heart problems, and it also affects the health of the person and causes the death in case of the heart attack. Constipation is the intake of unbalanced or irregular diet, and especially which lacks the dietary fibers or roughage. The fourth one is obesity, that is becoming overweight. It may be due to the over intake of the food, fatty foods, which increases the adipose tissues number in the body. It may be due to the environmental factor, that is, from environment you have the lifestyle in which more nutrients are, more fats and carbohydrates are available than the physical activity, which is very low for the person, and it may be the genetic factor in which there is a genetic tendency in which the person has genetically the tendency to form more adipose tissues, that is the fatty tissues in the body. Now the major causes, what are the causes of these malnutritions which we studied? The three kind of malnutrition, that is the famine is the major cause of the malnutrition, which is the lack of enough food to feed all people living in area. There have been mentioned two terrible famines, that is the Ethiopian famine and the North Korean famine. Now we will discuss the major causes of these famine. First of all, the unequal distribution of food. अनइक्वल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ फूड, जिस तरह के साइंस ने ये अचीवमेंट तो हासिल कर ली है कि देर इज़ एडवांसमेंट इन द एग्रीकल्चर विच इंक्रीजेज बोथ द क्वांटिटी एंड क्वालिटी ऑफ फूड. नाउ टुडे एग्रीकल्चर प्रैक्टिसेस में जो डेवलप्ड कंट्रीज़ हैं लाइक अमेरिका, कनाडा, इन कंट्रीज़ में देर इज़ मोर यील्ड ऑफ द क्रॉप्स पर एरिया, और